Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now we're back again with Alliance War number 3 in season 35, I believe. And this one is fairly quick, fairly straightforward. I have been having a fairly chill start of the season. I haven't been doing a ton of fights, and I'm, you know what, at the moment I'm perfectly kind of fine with that. I wouldn't mind increasing the amount of fights that I do take in war at all. But at the same time, whilst with the current kind of like state of war and war rewards, I'm perfectly fine leaving it where it is. So this time around, I'm going to be doing path 9 in both section 1 and 2. So I'm packing Magneto, House of X, CGR, and Havoc. And we're going up against Legion. It's going to be quite interesting war. And actually, at the start of the war, we rushed ahead with exploration, but we were definitely behind on that as well. So it was a fairly tense war initially. And then when exploration kind of evened out, it turned out that Legion guys also got some of the KOs there, and then it kind of became much more reasonable of the war. Right, so we do have Void here in section 1 on the first node. We do see Void there quite often, and I'm kind of used to doing that fight, so obviously I'm going to boost up 30% champion boost, some smaller attack and health boost because I don't have the full-on big set of boosts, and we're going to give ourselves a 200% cosmic boost and a cosmic 12% attack increase one. And with that, we are pretty much ready to go. I noticed that I do have that 15% regeneration boost in overflow, so I added that on top of it. Why not? Might save myself a bit of health or maybe a potion. And then on top of it all, I am running double edge, but no liquid courage, because that is the strategy to do when you go up against this Void. You do not want to have that poison debuff, otherwise Void's going to get a huge fury and you can take a ton of damage. Now, parry, heavy, finish a combo with light, finish a combo with medium, and then that gets you to a level 3 and the fight's over. So fairly straightforward, very quick fight. That Void is a good placement without a doubt. It is a scary fight, but CGR can make it quite trivial, and if nothing goes wrong, then, you know, it just flies past like many other CGR fights. Now, next up, Mr. Negative, and this fight actually turned out to be a bit dicier, because there was very unusual interaction that I should have known probably better, I would say, because of that insult to injury and whatever else happening. Well, we're going to see it in a second right here. So I'm going to start, I'm actually going to mess up the start as well because I had my head in the clouds. So I finish a full combo with a medium, then go for heavy attack, and then I'm going to go for light. But obviously I noticed that my controls were reversed. And now he has his indestructible buff, and here he gains another one. But I still gain power though, even though he's indestructible. But that indestructible also was present there, even though I had the 5 judgments, and even though I had the, you know, power seal, and there should be no buffs. And as I threw my level 3, I have 0 power, and now he's in poison phase. So at this point, you know, I could have panicked, but I kind of just remained calm, recomposed myself, and realized I still have 12 armor ups on that negative, and one combo basically nukes him down. So here he is nearly dead, a couple more hits. So it's very interesting here, again, to rewind before that level 3. We can see that I have that damnation active, but it doesn't remove his indestructibility, and he gets another one due to the power boost, and that wasn't removed either. Here I obviously should have waited for that indestructibility to expire before I throw my level 3, but you know, it's all good. It's just, it kind of caught me off guard here, this fight a bit. But not the worst, and especially now that I have done it once, I would be much more comfortable doing it again. This is just one of those fights where you kind of need to step back, pause a bit, think what's happening, and, you know, finish it off properly. Right, now we're back on path 9, and this first fight is going to be for Havoc again, and it's not Dr. Doom this time around, it's Mephisto. And Mephisto, again, is quite cheeky, quite tricky placement here, but Havoc is pretty much perfect, especially if you do have Magneto, House of X. This is the only pre-fight that I'm going to be using for myself. Other two I'm going to be placing for my teammates later on the mini-boss island. I do not have any fights there this time around, So just to be safe, I'm using an indestructible 3 boost. I did have one unclaimed from that Alliance War solo event that we are all getting. And here the strategy is virtually the same as it is against Dr. Doom. Parry, heavy, get some shocks on, so we're gonna get a lot of plasma and a lot of feedback damage. They're gonna get detonated. As soon as Mephisto is gonna enter the bleed phase, just kind of dance around, bait out the special attack. I do get quite lucky, as in he doesn't really proc any auras. Now I'm gonna be hitting his block a bit just to wait it out. Meanwhile, he had dropped 30% health and triggered his regeneration, which is awesome. As soon as shock phase starts, I go for another heavy attack, and I'm just gonna go for a full combo here. Again, Magneto House of X pre-fight lets me ignore one-eyed open node, and yeah, it's 35 seconds, Mephisto down. And only real damage I took there was pretty much from the fact that I had double edge on my Havoc. I didn't even respec masteries for this fight, because I figured it would be perfectly fine. And for this fight, I'm gonna give CGR one potion. It's probably, well, it wasn't really strictly say needed, but if I didn't pot up, then my teammates would be pissed off at me. And it's always better safe to be sorry. And here I realized that first I need to wait out the shock phase, so I still did the parry heavy. But now, for this moment, I'm just gonna pause a bit, wait it out, go for a full combo finishing with light. That leaves Bishop just under 1 bar of power. And then I'm gonna go for finish combo with medium, your standard rotation. Drop a level 2, and it doesn't get me to a level 3, but it's fine. I figured that with this many armor breaks and everything else, my next level 2 is gonna finish the job, so I didn't even want to wait out that shock phase, and I finished the job there fairly easily with the second level 2, and obviously there are some very big yellow numbers. And that is my war pretty much. Only 4 fights this time around. Again, I haven't been doing many fights. But on the bright side, I also haven't died and haven't used many items, so I'm perfectly happy with that as is. Again, if my team needs me to take more fights, I'm more than happy and willing to do so, but at the same time, this is currently not season that I kind of like feel very hard pressed for a bigger role in Alliance War, because I do think rewards for the effort required are extremely underwhelming. We already did, unfortunately, lose our first 2 wars, so it's very unlikely that we're going to finish in top 3, and we haven't really been doing the best. So I do kind of think that they will end up buffing the rewards probably for upcoming season. If not for upcoming, then the season after that. And I hope I'm right, and then I definitely kind of want to take more active part in Alliance War. At the moment, the war is still going on. We both have equal exploration, but we are 6 deaths ahead. It was quite scary, because at one point I had trouble sleeping tonight. I woke up and we had given away 5 deaths and had like 110 kills, and they had like 1 death on no death, and I thought, oh great, we're gonna get wrecked this war as well. But they had very little exploration, and then as they started exploring, they gave away some KOs, and yeah, it does look like this war is under control. So very quick, chill, easy Alliance War video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya! Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next